Welcome to the Just Occurred Show. Today is Friday, November the 4th, 2022. And did you hold news about Kyrie Irving? Yes, the NBA has suspended Kyrie Irving for not doing for not doing anything great. And the Nets suspend Kyrie Irving at least 5 games after social media post. Oh my. Everybody knows I'm not sure. It is what it is. It's just not cool. It's just not cool. And it's not good for Kyrie Irving for social media posting social media. And then discipline after Irving refused to apologize for promoting an anti-miss film. Now, we're gonna take a look at this. It is what it is. And just not now. The NBA had the Nets has suspended Kyrie Irving for 5 games for posting social media bad. It is what it is. So we're going to take a look at this now. For several anomalous days, the play had grown into a season for Brooklyn Nets owner Joe Testic to punish star guard Kyrie Irving, the most important and investment voice in his orbit, including NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and Nets General Manager Sean Marks. Has signed a board threat of the public in believing that Irving's refusal to condemn the contents of the anti-Semitic film he shared on his social media had left the Nets no choice but to suspend him, sources told ESPN. Against the backdrop of calls for strict action, sources said Testament had restrained it and insisted on taking time to indicate Wolverine, Wolverine on the arms of anti-MS. He has listed the Council of the Anti-Defamation League, watching the film, watching the full 3.5 hours on the hate film movie. Irving had shelled Hebrews to, you know what, wake up, Black America, complete with the Holocaust International and quarter on anti-Semites such as Adolf Hitler and Henry Ford, and resources the Black Hebrew Israeli movement, who believes Irving frequently references in public settings. As it turns out, the redeemed parent, the Tanzania, Tessa, has images for his star had devolved into what the owner felt were a repeated exercise and always betrayed of good faith. Sources said, for nearly a week, tries to keep its attention in the clock to get over the chance to get this right for himself, the franchise, and the Jewish community. And Alvin never returned a single in his text message. Sources said, almost a week later, Urban has shown no incompetency to deliver an apology, nor in this association of the movie's contents, nor a willingness to answer no when he asked him if he had anti-Semitic beliefs. The team last night leveled a 5 game suspension without pay, declaring Irvin currently even unfit to be associated with the Brooklyn Nets. For all the questions surrounding the most troubling week in the troubling turnover of Irving and the Nets, one question remained: why did it take Tasman so long to get there? As much as anything, Tasa had held out a hope that there could be a two-way conversation with Irving. Johnson issued a statement Friday night declaring he was disappointed that Kyrie appeared to support a film based on a book film of anti-man disinformation and describes his desire to sit down and make sure he understands this is hurtful to all of us. And as a man of faith, it is one to promote hate based on race, ecclesiastical religion. After the combating the news conference Saturday night, in which Owen said he refused to stand down, strong cause had emerged within Nets leadership and the commissioner's office to level the suspension. Sources said, for the franchise and league, embarrassments grew and pieces won. For most, the news conference held potential Fallon Irving. They fairly, undetermined crusade with misinformation. I'm only going to get stronger because I'm not alone, Irving said. I had a whole army around me. This started this dream the echoes of Irving's anti-science, anti-vaccination stances of a season ago. Much of the next standoff with Irving at the age of 30 in this offseason have been rooting in the franchise's unwillingness to guarantee the 2011 number one overall draft pick a long-term contract, leaving him in the final season on his deal at the $36.5 million salary. The failing negotiations of the summer have spelled into a far more dramatic and destruction manner this time. The franchise communication will often have been channeled completely through his agent and staff member, Shedder Rally Oven, sources said. Charles had wanted, wanted time and space to work together with the ADL and Navi, but there was no direct dialogue with Owen himself. Sources said. Silver had constantly that that issuing the joint statement with the ADL without dealing with Owen directly, not including a commentator of the movie's mentor or a full apology, simply didn't reach an application acceptable threshold, sources said. So it is what it is. It's just like this. Now the Nets and Open on Wednesday publicly paid $500,000 each to the ADL for the proposal combating anti-mess, only to have ADL CEO Jonathan Greenberg publicly declare hours later, and following news of his suspension, that the group will no longer accept the donation after Irving's deblazes. The news conference Thursday. Silver's princess had won out Thursday morning. What had started as a humiliation for the Nets had become a full-scale embarrassment and crisis for the league. Silver issued a potential condemnation of Irving's failure to offer a non-qualifying apology and more specifically than announced the violent and harmful content containing the thing he chose to apologize. Irving had become an embarrassment on his team, too. He had played a listless game those Tuesday in a loss to the Chicago Bulls, leaving his teammates and opponents to properly describe him as disgusting and similarly in another war. For a player in averaging 3 points and shooting at almost every opportunity, Irving didn't make a basket until the fourth quarter. He had been this to anyone in recent days. Sources said his presence feeling like an inviolate handle with everyone. Before the Nets on Thursday took off for a weekend trip to play the Wizards, Washington Wizards, and the Charlotte Hornets, Irving had walked over to the sensible group of members and again refused to apologize or condemn the film, asking if he had anti-Semitic beliefs. Irving responded, I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from. Well, here's the skip part, and we're going to skip that one. Now, as usual, Irving's future is marketing and tied to Kevin Durant's If Irving's trade value was low this summer, it was has corrected now. Even so, the Nets need a trade partner willing to give Irving a long-term deal to execute a trade over the summer, but that's no longer the case. He's on an expired contract, which means a team isn't committing financing financially to him beyond the end of this season. 4 years ago, Durant and Irving arrived in Brooklyn together. The partnership nearly come crumbling over the summer, and now tweets again. When talking to reporters Friday morning, Durant was not commenting on Irving, the organization, and the chaos of the entire week. I feel like it was all unnecessary, he said. Once more, there's an unmistakable question looming over the franchise. Who's the last man standing for Kyrie Irving? Well, you don't know. You know what? Forget it. I mean, Kyrie Irving might be gone, but he's currently a Nets basketball player, and this is what it is. He's a net player, but he is. He did not apologize. He didn't apologize for everything. What he said nothing, and that's what it's. I mean, Kyrie Irving. Look, he did not vaccinate. He was not vaccinated in the off season. He didn't vaccinate in this deal, and they want Kyrie Irving to get vaccinated, but Kyrie always says no. I'm gonna stay like it really is. We all got vaccinated. We all did vaccinate, but it's set for Kyrie Irving, okay? But he can't happen. He can't happen. So ain't nothing we can do about it. And the best way the sponsor could do is just let him go. Let Kyrie Irving go. Let him do what he wants. But anyway, it will be a shame for the Brooklyn Nets to lose Kyrie Irving. It will be a shame for the NBA because Sunday they might boo Kyrie, and sometimes he's gonna be, but his entire career have turned upside down for sure. Now let's go to NASCAR. NASCAR, everybody. Championship 4 this Sunday. Who will it be? Will it be Ross Chastain? Will it be Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, or Christopher Bell? Hold on just a second. Time to call you back for 10 minutes. So anyway, that's gonna be some drama going on in Phoenix. Some drama going on in Phoenix. I can to make sure, and all I do know is this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be the good race, the season finale. We all talked about Christopher Bell doing the Hail Mary wins in Martinsville, and Ross Chastain passing for the final 2 turns. We're going what 175 miles per hour, passing 5 cars to win. I'm passing 5 cars to advance the championship 4 to join Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, and Christopher Bell. Those are the times that we're going to see this Sunday. After Chastain made an incredible move. It's incredible. He had an incredible start, and then it was the that's what Washington did the unthinkable. He did the unthinkable. He passed 4 cars in the final 2 turns, in the final turn, and that's what happened. He did at all. He did all. Now he's joined the championship 4. He may win the championship, maybe this Sunday. Well, I'm not going to argue with that for real. No, I'm not going to argue with that. I think Chase Elliott will be the first one to win the championship second time for the second time. 2 years ago, he won in 2020. He will do it for the second time in 2022. Joey Logano won the championship in 2018 in Homestead. Christopher Bell and Ross Chastain never won the championship. And although it was a good start for them, for sure, I've seen this all the time. I've seen everything that goes on around. And for this, who will be the next stage? Who will be the challenge? He will challenge, and he will take it because Phoenix Arizona, Phoenix Raceway is just 2 days away in this event. We got the Infinite Series. Now, I'm talking about Ty Gibbs. Okay, let's go to Ty Gibbs for right now. Okay, this is the finale, and I don't know the everything that comes up around it just a little bit. Now, take a look at this. It all start. It all started this. Now, it is what it is. It all start. Ty Gibbs and wasn't in Milan session when Van Rose Savage marched him with questions about last night. Now, last week, in Martinsville, in the final lap of the race, Jones was going for the championship four in the Infinite Series. Got tagged by Ty Gibbs, sending Jones to the wall, the number 19, and the crowd booing Ty Gibbs for doing that. Now, Brandon Jones was his teammate. After Ty Gibbs crossed the finish line for the force at Martinsville Speedway in last weekend's Infinite Series race, it was downhill from there. Boos rained down from the stands. Fans upset at how the 20-year-old had wrecked his Joe Gibbs racing teammate Brandon Jones on the final lap. Several post-race interviews only compound his problems when he spoke to the Middle Light at Woolbach, repeating the same answer over and over in one while a regular compared himself to Jesus in another. This week, on the eve of battling for the Phoenix Tower in Phoenix, Gibbs addressing his compassion to Jesus with reports, including one on special assignment, who also happens to be the defending Truck Series champion. Ty Gibbs rep Brandon Jones and makes billions of the comparisons after the race. Now, Ty Gibbs entered Martinsville, conformable above the court line, above the cut line, and in line for the belt in a championship. At the end of last Saturday's Infinite Series race, the JGR driver had a chance to win, but got beat on a restart by his teammate, Brandon Jones. Moments after the number 19 drove past Gibbs, moved behind her, that then drove straight into the grill, sending him up to track into the wall and out of the tower hunt. The NBC broadcast crew immediately criticized the move. The fans expressing that scenes didn't tournament further than booing Gibbs after he finished his celebrating and burnout and accident the car. The drivers in the garage fled the scene and didn't sugarcoat it in the interviews. Unfortunately for Gibbs, in one conversation with a reporter, he did nothing to demolish his negative, but one applied with one remark where he actively compared himself to Jesus. Mornings after his network broadcast winners interview, the long driver visited with Sirius XM radio NASCAR radio's Carly B. Lane, who brought out the booing fans and asked how it made him feel. He says, I always go back to the same voice that Jesus was hated first among all the people. Girls told her, that's a part of it. I feel like silences out the crowd. That's what you have to do as a professional athlete. I feel like some of the best people are going to get booed, and that's a part of life. You can't let other people's opinions and thoughts drive your actions and make you feel bad. It's just a part of life. Now, Ty Gibbs is one of the dozen drivers competing for the championship, the NASCAR three series this weekend, and the desert. Ben Wallace is another. The door sport racing driver states are a little hollow as he is intending to go back to back after winning his first truck series title last season. Both drivers will part in the middle of the day, and no one who saw World Championships cover alcohol Infinite's press conference after winning the title last year knows that the 25-year-old isn't short of personality. He showed some of it during the middle of the day, getting milked up for NASCAR social team, walking around and crashing middle sessions with different drivers, including Noah Grayson and Gibbs. Are over here to interrupting these interviews for the special broadcast, Ross said. Off to the side of Gibbs, who was surrounded by reporters. Are you sure you want to interrupt this one? One reporter asked. Yeah, I am. The driver confronted him before looking at Gibbs. Are you walking on water? He simply asked. I made some mistakes for sure, Gibbs said with a smile. And I'm working forward to get out of this whole situation that I put myself in. I enjoy it, was replied. Always a supporter. See you guys. Have fun. Ross experienced comments and Odin apologized. So that is what it is for now, for sure. International, during Ross' visit um, with the middle level, he addressed his early comments about Gibbs and audibly apologized. I kind of harassed Noah Grayson. I went over and harassed other people. He said, I went over and harassed Motorsports Network. We're just having fun, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's not appreciated. Probably wasn't. So sorry to Ty if if he felt bad about it, or to his family or anybody that's involved on that deal. For me personally, I just always try to find humor and stuff because we're doing this for fun. I know it's serious because they're sponsors and it's professional environment. But at the end of the day, we're here to have fun. The fans are here to have fun, and if you're not doing that, then what are you doing? There's a reason a lot of non-Wolves fans fell in love with the driver minutes after his victory during his mobile press conference last year. He likes to have fun on the track and in his interviews. Both drivers can essentially benefit from the same mindset. So now the Race in the Fan series is tomorrow at 6, and the Cup series starts for the championship for the season finale, starting at 2 o'clock on NBC. Till then, I'm Joseph Kerr. Had a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you Monday.